Okay, I want to make something like magical sounding because my music before was so like serious, and I always felt like there was no place for like the playfulness that I wanted to have, because I feel like in my actual personality I'm like making jokes all the time and I'm not like gloomy, but like in my music I felt like that was the whole side of my personality that like I couldn't really explore. But making fully like I'm happy music also kind of felt a bit restrictive as well, for some reason. And so this is finally like a way I'm able to kind of balance both parts. I think the best description of it would be like you're like lost in a forest and you don't know where you're going to go, but like there's like these like slightly creepy yet slightly endearing creatures that just like pop up around you and start talking to you, and you have to figure out which one you're going to follow. So it's like that. I think that's the best description of what the soundscape I want to create. Okay. Okay. I really like moving piano lines, right? Like all that stuff. I posted this on my TikTok, but I I was experimenting with makeup. It'll become something. It needs to evolve a little bit, but I was going for like trying to look like a painting and also like porcelain doll. I wonder if I can use this as song inspiration. Like if I was a character, what would this song be? Okay. I'm getting like Peter Pan vibes for some reason. Okay, so I like this as like a beginning. And then something more like like da 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 da. The first part of the verse will end with face to face, like face to face. Something like I haven't seen it. I didn't know it would be this way if after I saw it face to face, or like we're finally face to face. I'm noticing that I'm starting to think about lyrics and then be like, no, people would click off to that. So I don't like getting in that state because then everything gets stuck. And then it's not even a matter of like, is it a good song? Is it a bad song? The process will feel very stuck. So I make the best things when everything is like fast and in flow. So um I'm gonna just I'm just gonna try making what I want to make and not care if it's interesting. Okay, let's go. I'm producing the demo right now and I have a lot of ideas. I think I might make it a little bit more like action movie, like in the chorus. The beginning is very like, it's very like dreamy, but I was playing around with Ashlight by Native Instruments, and then I feel like this chorus can be like way more like epic or like spookier. So I have a lot of ideas, but I don't have much time. I have to leave in 1 hour. So I'm gonna just try to do as much as I can, and then I'll show you after. Okay. Okay, so now it's 10:53 p.m. I am back from teaching, and I just added a little bit more to this, but I think I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I can keep like adding more stuff and making it better and better and better, but this is a TikTok demo. And it can become something even bigger later, but for now it's just expression of ideas. So I'm actually really happy with how it sounds. It's so funny because like while I was writing this, I remember feeling like, oh, this is just like not gonna be like anything. Like I like the chords and I like the concept, but it's just like, I think it's just gonna be like a song I post. But after like producing it and like putting all the harmonies and like while I make it, I get more ideas for how I can make it more special. It's just like, this is like one of my most favorite things I've ever made, I think. I also love the concept behind it. The lyrics are, last night you killed me in my memories, but would you have the nerve to do it face to face? And the next part is, would you frame it like an accident? In my sleep, or are you waiting for a chase? In this specific scenario, I'm kind of framing it like a sleep paralysis demon. And there was like this concept where it's like, you know, this person or this like creature keeps on like attacking you over and over in like a nightmare or a vision of that kind of thing, but they don't have the nerve to do it face to face. So it's like, it's only in that otherworldly dreamland that they kind of like have the guts to confront you, but then when you wake up, they're not there. So it's kind of like teasing them almost, like it's like you're so tough in my head. Like I make you into this evil creature in my head. But where are you in real life? Like, would you actually like kill me in real life? And then in the chorus, you're standing in the corner of my room. The stars aligned, I'm paralyzed. You could do it now if you wanted to. So it's supposed to be like, you're like laying in bed. I think when I film it, I'll be like laying in bed or something. And then I want like the camera to be like in the corner. So it's like the viewer is like that monster. And yeah, it's like, it's kind of like everything is set up for a perfect murder and you're not doing it. You're just standing there. And then the last part is waiting for the perfect time. If I live or die, will you just decide? So like, can you make up your mind? Are you gonna do it or not? Yeah, I think I might like write other songs like with the same kind of concept because I really like it. I want to make like theatrical, fantasy, supernatural, paranormal experiences into like a recurring thing in my songs. I did that in my song Paranoia, but I feel like it wasn't executed as well. Or I don't know, maybe I'm being too hard on myself, but it's just like I want to create a world that is like immersive and touches on kind of like supernatural elements, but I do still want it to be kind of grounded in like relatable enough that it can be grounded in reality. Like if someone heard it, they don't feel like they have to live in this fantasy world to relate to it. It can just be like, because I think this one as well, like it can just be like a memory that keeps hurting you and you wish it would just go away. Like that's a common thing. It doesn't have to be about some hat man in the corner of your room, but you know, if that is relatable to you, it can be, you know? Okay, this is how it sounds now. Yay! I really like it.
Last night you killed me in my memories, but would you have the nerve to do it face to face? Would you frame it like an accident in my sleep, or are you waiting for a chase? And you're standing